Excelsior. So I'm going to read Adventures of the Fly number 14. So this was published in September of 1961. So this is the first appearance of Fly Girl, but she appears in her civilian identity of Kim Brand in the previous issue. If you guys want me to read that, just let me know in the comments. Or Adventures of the Fly number 13. So, Adventures of the Fly.
This huge metal statue of a fly has come to life. It's out to destroy us. Stay away from it, Fly Girl.
In this issue, The Secret of the Fly Girl. The Fly. Introducing The Fly Girl. In a gripping two-part adventure novel. You'll be shocked to learn the identity of Fly Girl in part 1 of the amazing story of The Menace of the Metal Monster.
Great grasshoppers! I'm seeing things! A girl! Flying! Just in my costume! Yes, the whole world will soon learn that Fly Girl exists.
One day, in Capital City, as the Fly attends an official parade, I'm glad you could come, Fly.
So am I, Mr. Mayor. A parade is always a thrilling event.
But at that moment, inside a U.S. Army tank, something's wrong. This bus is taking off by itself. It's heading for the reviewing booth. Let's get out of here. Seconds later, Fly, get out of the way! That tank has gone crazy!
Mr. Mayor, I'll handle this. I must get rid of that juggernaut before it rams into the stands behind me.
Then, as the tank passes over the Fly,
in a few minutes, we'll see if this hunk of steel can swim. With my enormous strength equal to billions of ants, I'll shot-put it into the river. There it goes, the first flying tank in history. Whoosh! A good toss. It's coming down where it can't endanger any shipping.
Next, underwater,
the flooding should knock out its electrical mechanism completely. But what made it go berserk?
At the same time, in an apartment in Capital City, the Fly escaped my attempt to destroy him. No matter. I'll observe him on my monitor screen till I get another chance to destroy him. Later, as the Fly brings the wet vehicle back to the city,
I can't imagine what affected the tank's mechanism so that it began to operate on its own.
In any case, Fly, thanks for stopping it. Suddenly,
the mayor's right. You were wonderful, darling. Mwah! Kim Brand, what on earth are you doing here? Making a science fiction movie. We're on location outside town, so the whole cast drove in to see the parade. But I really came to see you when I heard you were the mayor's guest of honor. Now, the least you can do is visit me on set. Okay, Kim. It's a date.
The next day, on Kim's movie set,
this is the costume I wear in the film. How do I look? Good enough to eat. Funny you should say that. In the script, I'm delivered to a space god as a human sacrifice by aliens from another world. Watch.
At that moment, in Capital City, the Fly is interested in that girl. Perhaps I can get at him through her. Soon, as the director explains the scene to the Fly, the aliens hope to win their god's favor by sacrificing the pretty Earth visitor to it. Of course, we made and control the metal monster. But the next moment, good grief! The thing's running wild! It doesn't respond to my electronic signals! Rattle, bracca, rattle.
It's heading for that hillside. Kim will be crushed unless I give the thing a clear path. I'll tunnel into the mountainside so that the robot can follow me right through. When we reach open ground, I'll turn on him.
And so, as the god plunges through the underground passageway into the open,
now to hit him so hard he'll disintegrate and release Kim. Okay, Kim, you're safe now. Everybody is safe when you're around, Fly.
At that moment, elsewhere, now I've got him. All the metal ore in the mountain will spill out upon the Fly and crush him. But as the Fly hears the fearful rumble of the slide,
we can't fly out from under that avalanche, Kim, so we'll burrow under it. Take a deep breath, and don't worry. I'll protect your body.
but as the Fly whizzes under the Earth's crust with the burrowing force of 1,000,000 termites,
Something strange is happening. It's as if all the metal objects, even raw metal, suddenly developed intelligence and intended to destroy me.
after the Fly reaches the surface, these things just couldn't be accidents, Fly. And yet what could cause metal objects to behave in this frightening way?
I don't know, but you can bet I'm going to find out.
However, as the Fly streaks away,
Blast the Fly! He has escaped every trap I have set for him, but I'll fix him. He hasn't got the power to be in two places at the same time.
then, as the Fly approaches Capital City,
Great grasshoppers! The capital city suspension bridge is collapsing.
seconds later, as the Fly passes over a huge scrap metal dump yard,
What's going on in that junkyard below? The scrap metal has assembled itself into the shape of a metal monster.
then, as the Fly gapes disbelievingly,
What shall I do? Speed to the bridge or tackle that metal monster? But whatever I decide, there's bound to be a disaster. I can't handle both menaces at the same time.
at that very instant, miles away, in Kim Brand's dressing room,
Good heavens! A strange spotlight is appearing on the tent wall. Where is it coming from?
suddenly, as the spotlight becomes the opening of a fiery door into the unknown,
Fear not, Kim Brand. Though I am not of this earth, I mean you no harm.
Who are you?
I am Turan, emissary of the Fly people, a world that exists on a dimensional plane outside your galaxy. I have brought you this ring. It is exactly like the one the Fly wears. I'll explain. Millions of years ago, my people were powerful Earthlings who developed the power of magic to a phenomenal degree. We could even remove entire cities from their foundations. Then greed and the struggle for power destroyed us. Power-hungry despots started a war that wiped out most of our race. Some of us escaped to another dimension. The others on Earth were reduced to the insignificant form of life known as the Fly. Those of us who survived in another dimension are at war against all evil on Earth. So we gave the Fly tremendous insect powers to fight evildoers, just as I now bestow the same powers on you. Watching from our dimension, we notice that the Fly is facing a situation that he cannot handle alone. Thus, we decided to give another person the same powers, so that two of you can fight evil. Now rub the ring and say the words, Fly Girl.
All right.
Amazingly, as Kim Brand rubs the magic fly ring.
I'm being transformed! I'm wearing the same costume as the fly.
Aye. Now go forth to help mankind, and serve justice as he does. To return to your identity as Kim Brand, merely rub the ring as you say the words, Kim Brand.
Shortly,
I have the fly's powers. I'm flying. Yet nobody knows I'm Kim Brand. Nor will anyone learn my secret identity. Except the fly.
Whoop! Am I seeing things? A girl! And she's flying!
but the fly is not the only one who sees the new justice fighter.
Fly girl? I didn't know she even existed. But no matter. Nothing either of them can do will stop me from becoming the ruler of the earth.
See Part 2 for the amazing story of the fly's new partner in The Secret of the Fly Girl. Fly, Chapter 2. Follow the adventures of the fly's fantastic new partner as she defies death to help him vanquish a ruthless, non-human enemy. Turn this page to learn The Secret of the Fly Girl.
This huge metal statue of a fly has come to life. It's out to destroy us. Stay away from it, Fly Girl.
No, Fly. I must help you defeat it. We're all done for.
As Fly Girl approaches the fly,
Who are you? Why are you dressed in my costume?
There's no time to explain now. You take the bridge before it collapses. I'll handle the scrap metal monster.
I can't believe it. A girl with my powers, appearing out of nowhere to help me with this double menace. Her voice sounds familiar, but no matter who she is, if she can handle that junkyard monster, she can join me anytime in any emergency.
meanwhile, a few miles away,
I'll hit this massive junk with the force of an artillery shell. I've reduced it to the original hunks of scrap metal. Now to assist the fly in holding that bridge up, till all traffic on it is removed to safety.
shortly,
She's back to assist me. But 10 assistants couldn't remedy the situation now. The bridge is collapsing at every point. There it goes! All the traffic isn't off the bridge. Here comes a truck. Got it. Oh, but I'll never catch the car that's plunging toward the river.
however, a second after,
The girl caught it. The passengers in that car would have been killed if not for her.
presently, on a waterfront street,
Well, Fly? Did I do all right?
You were sensational. Now for a bit of information. Who are you?
Follow me and you'll find out.
She still reminds me of someone I know. Well, the mystery will soon be cleared up.
soon, in a church steeple,
Okay, I'm unmasking. Now do you recognize me, Fly?
Kim Brand. But how did you get my fly powers? For Pete's sake, start explaining.
and so, as Fly Girl tells the winged battler about the amazing appearance of Turan, emissary of the fly people,
Then Turan gave me this magic fly ring and told me to help you fight evil.
It's the identical ring I wear.
Exactly. It permits me to instantly change from Kim Brand to Fly Girl, and vice versa. Now you know my secret identity. What is yours?
I'll rub my ring and pronounce the name Thomas Troy.
an astounding second later,
As you see, I am now Thomas Troy, attorney at law.
I'm glad Turan gave 2 of us power to serve mankind. Now let's get to the bottom of these disasters together.
Then, as Thomas Troy switches to the fly,
That bridge was built to last a century, yet its powerful metal supports suddenly crumpled as if by command. Come to think of it, metal was involved in all the accidents. A steel tank, a metal robot, an avalanche of metal ore, a scrap metal monster, the steel suspension bridge. Something is affecting metal objects in this area, making them go berserk, giving them a will of their own, as if they had, weirdly, come alive.
at the same time, in a capital city apartment,
What's going on, chum? I thought you were going to kill the fly within 24 hours with metal materials.
Why are you complaining, Brack? You gangsters have tried for years to kill him. None of you succeeded. Now you fools grumble because I haven't destroyed him in a day.
Don't talk back to me, you metal creep. I'm still boss around here. I'll criticize you all I like. I hid you from the authorities because you said you'd get rid of the fly. And what happens? He's still alive. In fact, he's got help now. From a fly girl who came out of nowhere.
Whoosh! You know something, Brack? I'm tired of taking orders from you. It's time I got rid of you. So I'll just twist a few dials. Shh! Brack! The lamps! They're wrapping themselves around us. Our arms are pinned to their bodies. Correct. You're helpless now. Since all metal things obey my commands, I'll order the metal molecules in the lamp rods to go out the window.
No, don't kill us. I'll do anything you want.
Goodbye, Brack. Don't hit the pavement too hard.
Great gnats! Those men fell out of a window. Quick, Fly Girl, to the rescue!
seconds later,
We got him, Fly.
Yes, and I know these men. They're the toughest mobsters in town. Bud Brack and his henchmen. Maybe we should have let them swan dive into the concrete. It couldn't have happened to 2 nicer guys.
Blast the fly! He's interfered again.
Listen, Fly, we didn't jump from that window. Those metal lamp rods wrapped themselves around us and pulled us through the glass. A creep from another dimension tried to kill us. It all began 2 days ago, when me and the boys were playing cards. It's a bomb! But what appeared out of the smoke didn't resemble anything human.
Brack, what is it?
I don't know. Shoot it quick! But before we could fire,
Fools! You cannot harm me. I am the master of metals. I command your revolvers to twist themselves out of shape.
the guns are obeying them.
Naturally. In my world there is nothing but metal, and we metal men are the highest form of life, dominating all other metal material. A freak accident blew me out of my dimension into yours. That blast was the sound of my crossing the dimensional barrier into your world. But you mustn't fear me. I'll be useful to you, if you'll keep my presence here a secret.
Okay, pal. You could help us by destroying the fly. And one day you assemble the equipment to control all earthly metal. But just now, when I criticize him for not killing you, he turned on me.
Stupid Brack! You'll pay for betraying me.
suddenly, as an ant colony near a manhole cover communicates with the fly,
Fly Girl, our ant friends are warning us. They feel tremors in that manhole cover. They say it's about to blow up. Take off!
A moment later,
It's him again. He must have ordered that sewer cover to explode, like a mine to kill us.
Well, after I turn you over to the police, Brack, I'm going after him, whoever he is.
shortly,
I've caused that steel ball to detach itself from its wrecking crane. It'll speed toward the fly like a cannonball.
Look out, Fly Girl! The Metal Master is throwing us a curve! However, I hit curves. It's the Metal Master who'll strike out.
seconds later,
The fly's batted the ball back at me. He's ruined my apparatus. I'll use my personal powers of command and order the steel girders of that skyscraper to take the shape of a flying monster.
Holy hornets! That Metal Master is sending another menace our way. This one is formed out of steel girders.
That's okay, Fly Girl. I know how we can stop it. Listen.
abruptly, as the amazing duo streak downward,
It's lucky the construction of this skyscraper was suspended because of a construction workers' strike. Otherwise, many men would be injured by now. That's it, Fly Girl. Drink that electromagnet over a beam. I'll throw the switches to activate the magnets.
then, as the metal flying dragon roars down upon the fly,
I've thrown the switches. Now, just as I had hoped, the magnetic currents are pulling on the creature from opposing directions, ripping the steel girders apart.
Bah! There's no defeating the fly. I must go to some dimension where I can rule as I please, without interference.
an hour later,
The Metal Master has disappeared. Maybe he's gone back to his dimension.
Wait, Fly. A strange spotlight is appearing on that wall. That means Turan is entering our world.
Yes, Fly Girl. 'Tis I again. The inhuman villain you seek has taken refuge in the fly world, where he has much metal to control.
Come on, Fly Girl.
an instant later,
He sent out a distress call to metal molecules everywhere, and our metal atoms responded. They opened a gate in our dimensional barrier for him to enter.
We must find him, Turan. He could destroy your world.
as the trio reached the capital of the fly civilization,
That huge metal statue of a fly has come to life. It's attacking us.
That's the Metal Master's handiwork. But he'll do no better here than on Earth, Turan.
as the fly leaps upon the colossal insect's back,
The deadly enemy of metal is rust. So, with my great strength, I'll shove this thing into the sea and keep it there.
shortly, underwater,
Every metal joint of it is rusted now. It can't move an inch. So, I'll let it sink like a stone.
however, unexpectedly, on the shore,
All right, you've trailed me here and prevented me from ruling the fly world, but I'll have my revenge.
The Metal Master.
I lied to Brack. I came to Earth because I'm wanted for murder on my world. I fled to escape execution. You ruined my plans, and you'll pay for it. Now I'll commit the last in a long series of murders. I'll order my non-human metal body to explode. Yes, that's how I'll kill Fly Girl.
but even as the Metal Master gloats,
Wait! My metal body isn't obeying me. Something's happening. I feel a sudden, terrible heat.
You certainly do. I'm giving off the blinding radiance of millions of fireflies. The light is so intense, it gives off terrific heat, enough to melt metal.
Soon,
Good work, Fly Girl. That inorganic metal thing is now a blob of red-hot molten metal.
yes, now we can return to Earth, satisfied that the brutal non-human killer won't menace anybody again. Presently, in Capital City...
Fly, wait! We saw Fly Girl in action fighting the Metal Menace. She's terrific. But who is she?
Sorry, boys. I'm afraid that's Fly Girl's secret. And mine.
It says, Jaguar, meet the Jaguar, master of the animal kingdom.
That shrinking ray is focused accidentally on me. I'm becoming smaller. I'm still shrinking. I must act fast before I become too small to be seen with the naked eye. I'll dive into the smear under this microscope. Then, if I dwindle to bacterial size, at least I can be spotted from whoever peeks into the lens.
But a second later...
Oh no! I'm trapped in a world of terrifying, bacterial monsters, killer germs, who'll devour anything in sight, including me.
Yes, the Jaguar has entered a microbe world, menaced by creatures over whom he has no control. How can he escape? How will he fight these microscopic monsters? Read The Battle of the Bacteria Brutes in the current issue of The Jaguar. Fly. What was the huge flying creature which came out of nowhere to terrorize the Southwest? How could the fly outwit the winged phenomenon, whose weird mission was to become the scourge of the mesas?
Help us! Fly, help!
I must save those men from the monster. But if my strategy fails, I'll be a goner myself.
One day, in southwestern U.S., as a petroleum prospecting team searches for oil,
By measuring the shock effects of the blast, we'll know if there's any oil in the area.
when suddenly...
What's there? It sounds like an animal's roar, coming from that opening. It's a huge bird, a giant vulture with the razor-toothed jaws of a prehistoric pterodactyl.
It's coming for us. Perhaps we can save ourselves if I blow up the fuel truck with dynamite. The flames should frighten the creature away.
Seconds later...
We're in luck. The fire is keeping the bird at bay. Now we'll stick close to the fire and radio the outside world for aid.
Once this blaze goes out, we're goners.
An hour later, as a famed figure streaks toward the America's southwest...
Look, it's the fly, passing right over our farm at jet speed. I must reach the oil hunters before their fire dies out. Their SOS at every second counts.
20 minutes later...
They weren't kidding. The fire just died out, and the huge bird they described is seizing 2 men in its giant talons. No time to figure out where the fantastic creature came from. I must save those men. I'll wrap a muzzle over the monster's mouth. Like a giant butterfly, I'll spin a huge steel-like cocoon around its jaw. Now, if my strategy is correct, the bird will release its prey to try to tear away the cocoon.
But the next instant...
I'm wrong. It's releasing them to get at me. Well, it doesn't matter as long as I can rescue these two men.
The fly! He's saving us!
Shortly after, the fly puts the men on the ground.
Fly! The creature has torn off the cocoon! He's coming for you!
Good. I want him to follow the leader. Yes, you overgrown canary. Follow me at blinding speed smack into the mountainside. I can burrow in with the strength of 1 billion termites. But can you? I thought not.
Unexpectedly, however, inside the mountain,
Great grasshoppers! I burst into a gigantic cavern full of weird ruins. What are these odd buildings and machines doing here? Where did they come from?
then, to the fly's shock, as he examined the crumbling ruins,
This fantastic architecture and advanced scientific machinery are not typical of our Earth. Men from outer space must have brought it here eons ago. They established an outpost in this cavern, only to have some disaster overtake them. That monster must have been the sole survivor. The creature had only one purpose, to guard the outpost, and the stupid thing is still guarding it, though it hasn't existed for centuries. It's mortally wounded, dying, but it's still trying to guard the outpost against intruders.
shortly,
Poor dim-witted beast. It died honorably, keeping watch over its assigned post.
presently, as the fly reveals his discovery to the prospectors,
Look! It's a mild quake! The whole mountain shifted, sealing off that cave. Everything inside must be crushed to powder.
That bird! What would you call it, Fly?
Well, my friend, you've seen one on every farm.
later, as the fly streaks back to Capital City,
Yes, everybody knows what a scarecrow is. Well, that creature was nothing but a living scarecrow from space. Too stupid to realize it was protecting a property that no longer needed a watchman.
and that's the end of that comic. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. If you have any requests you want me to do, just let me know in the comments, and I'll tell you when I can do the request. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.